Okay. So, welcome to our podcast.
I was like, okay, I wonder if he's done.
No, welcome to our podcast. This is the Sunrise Meets podcast with your host, Luis Chavez, and my co-host, AJ or Anthony Hernandez.
Hi.
How long have we been friends, AJ?
Too long.
I'm
done.
About, what, 15 years?
No. I counted it like the other day.
What was it?
12, I think. Because it's second grade. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
So 12. We graduated in 2018. So 2018, 2019, 2020. So 12 years.
12 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Surprisingly, we're still alive.
Somehow, some way.
Mm-hmm.
So how did we meet? You remember how we met? At the zoo with the chips and the Doritos and the squirrel. So this is our first podcast, and we really don't know what direction we're gonna go in as of right now. So we're just gonna tell you guys how we met, and that's it. And then we'll go from there.
We met in second grade at the zoo. We were in the same class for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
And we just didn't know each other existed until we took that zoo field trip. And then once we got to the zoo, Miss Martin, what's her name?
I think so.
Yeah. She was like, don't feed the animals and whatnot. And then we were on break. And there was
it was lunchtime.
Yeah, it was lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Yeah. There was squirrels running around everywhere. And you had, is it you that had the Doritos, or was it somebody else?
I had the Doritos. I had red.
The nacho cheese.
The nacho cheese Doritos.
Those are fire. I had a bag of those, a little personal one. I'm like, dude, give me that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Ms. Martin's like, don't feed the squirrels.
Mm-hmm. And then I said,
don't feed the squirrels.
We're not supposed to feed the squirrels. And he's like, don't worry about it. I'm going to eat it. And I'm like, okay, fine. Knowing that he's going to feed the squirrel. And I gave it to him anyways. And, well, the rest is history. You fed the squirrel.
I fed the squirrel.
And then we were literally together the rest of the time, right?
We were together the rest of the fucking
field trip.
The rest of the year. And then for the next 2.5 years, we were inseparable school.
Yep. They kept us in the same class.
They put us in the same class
every year.
Yeah, every year up until 5th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, up until 5th grade. And then we were so inseparable that the teacher had to separate us.
So first, they separated us in line. And then they separated us from the same table.
And
then they finally... In class?
Yeah, they separated us in class.
Yeah.
Then we couldn't stand next to each other in line.
Yeah.
And then they went as far as
to separate us
at lunch.
It was that bad.
It was so bad that we couldn't... Not only did we have to sit on opposite ends of the table, we couldn't sit on the same side, so we had to switch sides.
It was so fucking dumb. And then they finally put us in different classes.
In 5th grade.
I thought it was middle school.
No, it's 5th grade.
Still 5th grade?
Yeah, because 5th grade we didn't hang out at all.
Right. Yeah, and then middle school came.
5th grade and 6th grade, and then
middle school came and went. He joined the band. I was one of the regulars. I would just go to school, come home, and go home. And then high school came. And that's where everything kind of changed. So we were freshmen, and then
we hung out a lot as freshmen.
Yeah, and then sophomore year came, and we got a little bit more busy. And then junior year, he finally left.
No. I left sophomore year. You left junior year.
I left junior year, that's right.
I left in the middle of sophomore year.
Right. And then I stayed there until my junior year, got in trouble. That's a different podcast. And then I ended up at Summer Creek, and then we both graduated. So now we're chilling here making a podcast. Because I wanted to make a podcast. And our name derives from this meme that we saw with Winnie the Pooh on it. Remember the meme?
Sunrise
meets
Morningwood. I forget what the second one was.
It was Morningwood.
No, it was Boner, Morningwood, Sunrise meets.
Yeah. And so I was here one day, and I was talking about starting a podcast, and he was like, I'm down.
At my house, by the way.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm down. And he was like, I'm down. And so I was able to prepare a lot of the stuff that we have right now. So we're on lavender marks right now because that's all I can afford. And honestly, they're not that bad. Mm-hmm. And then we tried to make up a name while he was playing video games or some shit. And I was like, let's just name it Sunrise Meets. We were playing Minecraft.
Yeah, we were on the phone.
Yeah, we were playing Minecraft. And we were just like, let's call it Sunrise Meats. And so instead of MEAT, I put MEET, so it's a play on the words. Right. So it's Sunrise Meats, even though we don't.
We always upload at sunset, though.
Not even. We're just gonna upload as soon as I'm done. We're just gonna upload as soon as I'm done editing. Okay, so after this, I'll probably be editing while AJ's doing some other shit, and then I'll upload it tomorrow. So we're gonna upload every Sunday, what it'll do is it'll give us the whole week to talk about, and then on Sunday we come here, sit down, and chill out, talk.
What the fuck is on your face, dude?
It's dead skin.
I'm telling you. Wipe it away.
I can't. It just comes back. There's no point. It just makes it worse. Shut up. I remember you were starting to say something. I was like, wait, Stephen podcast.
Fuck, I hate you.
You're like, fuck.
I forgot what it was. There's a show on Netflix it's a cooking show, but they cook with all cannabis products. So the entire fucking show is baked.
Nice.
Yeah, and this one dude they had on, this one guest. This dude had never smoked weed in his life. Never done weed at all. Dude, this dude ate the first entree and was fucked the whole episode. He was fucked the rest of the episode. He was getting up. He was like walking around the entire fucking studio, like looking at cameras and shit, like peeking through. Like,
oh my god!
and then he like goes over to like where they're cooking and shit. He's like inspecting all the cooking and whatnot, and he's like grabbing shit, like smelling it. Oh my god,
Jesus!
They're like, "Bro, you good? Bro, you good? Come sit down." They're like, "He's fucking stoned." Have you ever seen? It was on TikTok. It was this dude. He's like, "Here's something all women. Here's something all men want. That's not sexual. Some kind of sword, some kind of katana, just to like swing around, just have, you know, just put it on the wall. You don't want like some kind of sword?
No.
What, dude?
No. If I were to get a sword, it'd be like a long or broad sword.
I want to get a fucking
big ass sword, you know. But no. I don't want to go to like a fucking like if you're listening to this, baby, don't give some like gift shop or something, you know, and get something from there. I want to get my sword made. Oh, you want to go to a blacksmith? Yes, I want to have my sword made. Okay, how would you make your sword? Well, I want a traditional katana, and those are forged from like raw metal. You know, like they find the metal, and then I want it traditionally sharpened, like on fucking rocks. On it's called whetstones. Yeah, it's so cool. I've seen it done. It takes a very long time. Probably have to go to Japan for that shit. Order it for the next 2 years. I forget what the steel is called. It's not iron or steel or anything like that. I think it's Damascus. Oh, so how big do you want it? You know, traditional length, whatever it is, whatever that length is, whatever the standard length is for a katana. Average length. I just want a normal one. Just make it. What were you gonna talk about? I don't remember, bro. Something about a video. Dude, I don't remember. You fucked me up. Oh god. Pete Davidson's fucking stand-up, dude. He talked about he's like, bro, I've always wanted to do this. Everybody, just hold on. And he looks at the camera and goes, "Welcome back. Did you have a good fuck?" You know, people like Netflix and fuck, dude. Oh. So they'll like pause it. Nice. Go to fuck. And pause it. If they pause it at the right moment, they'll come back to Dude, did you have a good... He did that multiple times throughout the show. Oh, that's some fourth he like went, "Dude, you fucked again? Good job." Was it good? I saw this video, right? Okay. Oh, okay, I remember now. It was on TikTok. Now you remember? Yeah, okay, it was on TikTok. This dude had like 3 cars. 3 cars? Yeah, he had like a Mercedes and a fucking BMW and then a PT Cruiser. So to the Mercedes and the BMW, you can talk to him. He goes, "Hey, Mercedes," and he goes, "Bloom."
How can I help you?
It turns on.
And then he's like, hey, BMW. And then he's like walking up to the PT Cruiser. And then he gets in the PT Cruiser, turns it on. Hey, PT Cruiser. And the dude goes on, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, God. The dude's voice?
Yeah.
God.
It's all bass music.
Yeah. What the fuck? It's so fucking stupid. God.
Yeah.
That's what you had to tell me. That? Really?
Yeah.
That's the thing you had to tell me?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh my God. Okay, well.
Do you remember anything from working at Main Event?
Anything funny? I remember one time I was working and my boss came in the room and I was standing on top of the desk.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Because there was a lot of people, so I'm a short boy. So my voice is really big, but I'm fucking short. So I have to get up on top of the fucking desk. And I'm like, listen up! You might have spiked the audio right there, but
holy shit.
I was like, listen up!
Your fucking mic.
I'll lower down that part. I was like, listen up! And everybody wasn't paying attention, so I was like, I got on the table. I was like, listen up! And they were like, woo! I was like, okay, good. And then my boss walked in because he was going to come play with the people there. And I'm looking at him and he looks at me and I'm like, when we get down? He's like, no, you're fine. And I'm like, hey, shit. So I told them all the rules and they went to go fucking play. And my boss played with them. Actually, he actually asked us to join in with him. So I was like, okay, bet. Because sometimes we would play with the people inside. If there wasn't enough people, we would play with them.
Did you ever deal with, like, people who were fucking stoned coming in?
There was one day.
Okay, well, let's talk different. People different from being stoned are different from people who are on some kind of real narcotic drug, like cocaine, meth, heroin. Heroin is one of the strangest ones.
Have I dealt with anybody that has taken those hard drugs during the job?
Yeah.
No.
What about customers?
Yeah.
Customers?
Yeah. So we had, like I said, I was gonna say, is like we had this one day where it was like real odd. It's real empty. There was nobody there, and then all of a sudden, like this mass wave or like mob of people came, and the whole place smelled like fucking weed. It smelled like weed. Everybody smelled it. Everybody knew what was going on, but we couldn't get nobody out because they weren't like doing anything bad. They were just all chilling around. They were all fucking playing games and shit. But they went into the laser tag room, and I would say that they tried to, but they didn't because that would be a lie. But it did smell for a little bit. So like the next day we came and it still smelled like weed. It was so weird. And then like when I worked there, I was still at Nimitz. So all the kids at Nimitz would come and they would see me. They'd be like, "Oh, you work here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I work here." He's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then I almost had a fight one time at Main Event.
Really?
Yeah, there was a black guy and a white guy. The white guy was in front, and his like nephew was coming up the line or some shit.
The black guy?
No, the black guy was in front.
Okay.
The black guy was in front, and then there was his nephew was trying to get him to the line, but there was two white boys or a white guy, and the white guy saw the guy coming. He was trying to cut into the line. He's just trying to get to his dad or whatever,
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I almost had a fight. So what the fuck is going on? They were arguing and shit, and I walk into my fucking boss or whatever, my manager. I was like, "Hey, there's a fight over here at laser tag," and they all the managers in the place just came and running and tried to separate the people. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? And then I had this one dick too that was like, there's a rule called no running, where you can run, just like don't.
Always ran in Main Event.
Yeah, I know, but like the rule is to not run.
Okay.
And so there was this like, I don't know, 30-year-old, 25-year-old dude in the line waiting to go in, and I'm like, guys, make sure you do not run. And then he's like under his breath, but really loud for whatever reason. He was like, "I'm gonna run anyways," and I'm like, "All right, then I'm gonna kick you out." And then he looked at me, and I looked back at him, and he's like, "Oh, he's serious." So he didn't run. He didn't do it. I've had some dicks at work.
You remember I worked for Vans for like 3 years, right? I worked for Vans for 3 years. Fun ass fucking job. Loved every bit of it. Anyway, this one day I had these people they were on heroin for sure. They were tweaking hard, they were in there buying shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like I couldn't kick them out because they were buying shit. But like I had to like keep an eye on them because they were like twitching, tweaking. They were fucking. Oh, dude.
Up.
Yes. So while I was helping them out, I had to like keep a hard eye on them because they were fucking out of there, and I had like a store full of customers, so it was hard. And my manager was like, "Dude, keep an eye on them, 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 keep an eye on them." Jesus, like, fuck, dude, and they were out of it. They were so out of it. They ended up buying shit though. So like,
What they buy?
shoes, bought a couple pair of shoes. Yeah.
You know, I've never had that kind of experience. I mean, remember I went to Subway and I met a Karen.
Toast my lettuce.
No. Yeah, toast my lettuce. No,
Burger King foot.
So I think I just got into work and there was a lady there in line and they were already serving sandwiches. I just got there not late, just people were already there. And the lady came and she's like, meatball sub, and then just before that they had told me that we don't have any meatball subs. I'm just like, okay. So I told the lady, I was like, we don't have any meatballs. None of the meatballs are warmed up, so like there's no meatballs. And she's like, well, why not? Why don't you have meatballs? And I'm like, because there's the morning crew didn't warm it up. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna warm it up. It's the afternoon. There's no point. And so she got mad. She stormed out. And then I had this one dude that was like in the shop. He's a black guy, and he took a vape. He's like, "Can I vape in here?" And I'm like, "Doesn't say you can't." And then he took a fucking quarter in my tip jar. I'm like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" I didn't say anything though, because I wasn't at the cash register at the time.
That's my quarter.
It's my quarter. Took my fucking quarter.
Bitch.
I remember I got suspended from that job though, because yeah, there was a girl there that they told me to turn off the open sign. So I don't know any better. I'm still brand new. Turn off the open sign. Fucking next thing you know, I don't have a shift for 2 weeks. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, oh, well, you turned off the open sign. I'm like, yeah, but somebody told me to do it. And they're like, oh, it's too late now. I'm like, okay, well, fuck you. So I went to go find a job at the Y, so that's where I work at now. I've been working there for a year, and I haven't messed up yet. Because I work.
You didn't turn off the open sign?
Yeah. No.
Working for Vans. When I was there, the store was empty. We were getting like one customer at a time, just walking in. It was a super slow day. It was like a Tuesday or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's like nobody in the mall. Everybody's at school or some shit, whatever. I think it was raining that day too, so nobody's at the mall. Mm-hmm. This one dude came in. He was fried off his ass. He came in to steal. He took 2 shoes off the wall. And there's only right-footed shoes on the wall.
Nice.
Unless it's a special display, then they'll put the pair up there. And even if they do a pair, they're not exactly the same size. They'll do 2 different shoes. They'll do two different sizes.
Smart.
They put this dude took two different. They were the same shoe, but they were still both right foots. They were both right feet. He took them different sizes too. I think one was a 10, and then one was like 11 and a half.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And he tried to hide them in his pants. I walked over to him. I'm like, yo, you need help with that, bro? Because that when you worked at Vans, you couldn't, like, be like, yo, I caught you stealing. Give me my shit back. You could, because you got, it was like a
public thing?
Yeah. Like, you didn't want to make a scene.
Right.
And you also don't, like, want to... You don't want to make a scene. You don't want to have customers not attracted to the store. Right. So you want to, like, a lot of times to get thieves, we try to get them to actually buy what they're trying to steal. Mm. So we force them to buy it.
Smart.
Yeah. So the way you do it is you go up to them. You know they're stealing. So
right.
What you do is you like, hey man, how's it going? You need a shirt to fit that? You need that? This? You want it like that, man? I'll go hold it up at the register for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you start talking to them. I'll go hold it at the register for you. Yeah, you gotta like push that sell to them. Yeah. And then a lot of times you end up making them buy what they were intentionally trying to steal. Yeah.
That's a good time.
This one woman, my manager caught. She didn't have money on her at all. She had no intention of fucking buying this shit.
See, that's why I don't like going into stores and like walking out with nothing because I think they think I'm stealing.
I hate that too. Not the case. I hate that.
It's just not the case. I'm just going in there to look. I just want to look. I just want to see what's going on.
I've done that though, where I've actually stole something. Oh my god! Like it was like something small. Like I did it recently. I had to.
Don't say that. You're on the podcast.
Yeah, shut up. They don't know who I am.
Your last name is on the fucking podcast.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
I don't know my middle name. I don't know what the government got.
Alright. Well.
Alright, so it was just a little screw. It was a little screw. I had to go to Home Depot you know, they sell little nuts by the fucking 80 packs. You know,
Right.
like I took the little screw I needed for the nut to fit.
Oh, so you just stole.
So I just stole a single
Yeah,
little.
no.
It was
Oh,
real
okay.
small.
That's not. Too
I was
bad.
like, I'm not gonna go up to the register and be like, "Hey, I want this. This is a half a fucking penny." So stupid. I just need one. I'm not gonna buy 90 for something.
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. Sorry, Home Depot, if you hear this.
We just went to your store and bought a whole bunch of stuff that I should make up for it.
Yeah, I just spent $200 at Home Depot.
Oh shit. There's no need for me to stay at the home. And now that I have Valorant at home, I'm even more happy because now I just stay at
really that good.
It's fun.
I've seen gameplay.
So,
it looks fun,
but so here's the thing about Valorant. Valorant's like, you know, for those people that can't afford a PC like me. So it runs on every fucking system. It's like Fortnite. It runs on every fucking system. It's really good. So it's just fun. I don't know. It's just fun. I like it. It's like, you know, it's like CSGO. But I can't get into CSGO because CSGO is so grady.
It's so grainy.
Yeah, it's so gritty, and it's like the same shit over and over again, you know? I know there's different game modes, but it's really the same shit over and over again. In Valorant, you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen because you have power-ups. So there's a whole bunch of different combinations, a whole bunch of different ways you can play that game. You can play it very conservatively, or you can play it very, very aggressively. And that's what I like about it because, you know, I main Phoenix. And so he's got like flashes and like mollies. And he's got this like firewall, and then his name is Phoenix, so he does this thing where he transforms into like a copy of himself. So let's say I'm over here and you're over there in the kitchen. He like turns himself. It's like a phoenix. So he'll power up, and then he'll walk out into the kitchen, try to kill you. Right? I'll try to kill you, and then if you shoot me, I can still kill you. But if you shoot me, I just teleport back to where I was. Like in Siege, you're like, girl.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like that. Only I can actually kill you, and then I can't.
Oh, really?
It's not just
that's overpowered as fuck.
Not really, because it doesn't last that long. And then if I get shot in the head, or if I just get shot in general, it doesn't take a whole clip to kill me. It's not like a real person. So it'll take like maybe half a clip, and then I'll just teleport to where I was. But I get information as well. So I'm like, okay, there's a Sage here, and a Sova there, and a
whole
Raze
fucking
here.
team is up here.
Yeah.
I got fucking ass blasted when I went up there.
Yeah, and then I come back and I'm still alive with full health and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking cool.
Did you ever watch that fucking stupid ass movie Wanted?
Yeah.
Where they curve bullets?
They curve the bullets. I should have done it with Nerf guns, but after I saw it. As a kid, I got my Nerf gun and I was like,
I never watched it, but I know what it's about. Like training some dude to like curve bullets and shit and whatnot. They have like fancy made bullets and shit too.
The Mythbusters tried to like
really
do it, and it didn't work.
I'd imagine it wouldn't because it's firing out too fast.
Yeah. And they even try to do like
even if the barrel isn't fluted, it would still go.
No, they try to do it to the bullet. I think they try to make a bullet. They made a bullet out of the the nuts we were dealing with.
Yeah.
I think they made a bullet out of that and they put it in the gun and they did that. I think that's what they tried to do too.
They tried to screw it onto something.
Well, they try to fire where the bullet would spin itself. Like with the
bullets. Well, guns. I think nowadays all when you go buy a gun, they all come fluted.
Yeah, because they're faster. Like that.
Yeah,
it's more accurate.
They're faster and more accurate.
Actually,
it's actually just more accurate because.
Well, according to this fucking documentary, I think it's America or The Story of Us. According to that, the muskets that we used to use with the little balls are 10 times more accurate than the guns today. Right. Yeah. Well, I was like, that can't be true. But then again, I wouldn't know. I'm not a gun expert.
I'm not a fucking gunsmith.
I'm not a gunsmith. Yeah. I'm fucking know.
I'm gonna go get my gun.
I know my dad has his gun. It's probably fluted.
Most likely.
That's a gun.
That's bullets.
That's the sound of a gun. Please handle yourself correctly with guns. Please. Jesus Christ.
Are you talking to me or the people
listening?
Oh, okay.
Please be responsible with guns.
What the fuck I'm doing?
No, I know what you're doing. That's why I'm telling people, please be responsible with what you're doing.
Yeah, I feel like hold it in the light, dude. Hold the barrel in the light.
I see.
It's pretty cool.
I'm surprised they don't do it any tighter. Like a tighter.
I'm sure there's different barrels you can buy. I'm sure there's probably just the regular one that this company sells.
Because you think they would make it tighter for the bullet to, travel, spin faster.
Well, if you look at it, they're all it's a wide chain.
Yeah, I know it's
not like.
And then eventually, when it comes out, it's spinning like this.
Yeah.
But no, like I said, you'd expect it to be tighter, so it'd spin faster, so it'll cut the wind, wind more, or cut the air more.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
The faster spins, the more it cuts.
Yeah, I'm hearing.
You hearing what I'm putting down?
I don't know. I don't wonder how that shit works.
I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know either. I just know it spins.
It
goes in circles. More accurate that way.
Accurate. Okay, well, this has been the Sunrise Meets podcast. I've been your host, Luis Chavez. And this is my co-host, AJ Hernandez.
What's up?